Good morning to all. It is a great pleasure for me to meet you in the blended mode of learning. In this class, we are going to learn a UPAC system of nomenclature of hydrocarbon and functional group of lower periodicity. The learning objectives are, we are going to recollect what are the drawbacks of trivial system of nomenclature, and what is IUPAC system of nomenclature, and what is the procedure adopted in the IUPAC system of nomenclature for naming alkane, alkene, alkyne, and what are the groups to be considered as substituent in the IUPAC system of nomenclature, and what are the groups are considered as functional group in the IUPAC system of nomenclature, how to convert a common name into IUPAC name and vice versa, then how to convert IUPAC name into structural formula. Those things will be learned in this class. Let us enter into the IUPAC system of nomenclature. Before enter into the nomenclature, we should have some basic idea why we come into the IUPAC system of nomenclature. That is to be known. What are the drawbacks of trivial system of nomenclature? In the previous class, we have learned trivial system of nomenclature. There may be a lot of drawbacks in the trivial system of nomenclature. There is no set of rules for framing the name of the compound. That is the one drawback. In most of the cases, the names were derived from its source. Then those that method could not be applied to all the organic compounds. It could not be applied to organic compounds which are having branches. It could not apply to organic compounds which are having two or more double bond or triple bond, or both the bond may be present in the carbon chain. And we can't name the compound for that. We can't give name to the compound. And also, when there is more number of functional group present in the compound, that method is not applicable one. That is the major drawback in the trivial system of nomenclature. Hence, new method of nomenclature is needed for naming the organic compound, which is called the IUPAC system of nomenclature. Then first, when we enter into the IUPAC system of nomenclature, we should know what is IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Here, there will be a set of logical rule will be there. With the help of this rule, or based on this rule, we are going to give the name. Those names are given by organic scientists. Here, a set of logical rules devised and used by organic chemists to name the organic compound. Here, so many logical rules will be there. We are going to apply the rule. Based on this rule, we are going to give the name to the organic compound. Then we are going to define what is IUPAC system of nomenclature. Logical rule in the IUPAC system of nomenclature. When you break the name of organic compound into 5 fragments, one of the main fragment that will talk about the carbon chain in the organic molecule. That part is called, that fragment is called the root word. While giving the name should be broken down into 5 pieces. One major pieces will give the number of carbon atom in the organic chain. That is said to be root word. Before the root word, we are going to add some fragment. 2 fragments are added before the root word. Those fragments are called prefixes. Then after the root word or behind the root word, we are going to add some fragment, 2 fragments. Those fragments are called the suffix. Before the root word, 2 fragments will be there. One is primary prefix, then another one is secondary prefix. Then after that root word, behind the root word we are going to add two fragments. One is a primary suffix, then another one is a secondary suffix. That will be the structure of the IUPAC nomenclature. When you give the name, there may be some framework will be there. With the help of this framework, we are going to give the name to the compound. Here the primary prefix that will talk about the substituent present in the organic compound. In the trivial system, when there is more number of substituent in the organic compound, that method is not applicable. Here, that substituent's name should be given in the primary prefix. Then in the secondary prefix, what will be the carbon skeleton? Whether it is open chain or it is a cyclic compound, those things to be given in the secondary prefix. In the secondary prefix, we are going to talk about the nature of the how the carbon atoms are arranged in the molecule, whether it is in the open chain or in the cyclic compound. Those things to be given in the secondary prefix. Then root word talk about how many carbon atoms present in the chain. Those things to be expressed in the root word. Then in the primary suffix, whether the compound is saturated or it is unsaturated, those things to be expressed in the primary suffix. Then in the secondary suffix, what is the functional group present in the compound? In that way, the name of this compound to be given. That is the logical rule. Based on this logical rule, we are going to frame the name to the organic compound. The general rule adopted in the naming of organic compound by using IUPAC system of nomenclature. Here, primary prefix that indicates substituent present in the parent hydrocarbon. What are the substituents present in the parent compound? The substituent may be a alkyl group, or it may be a halide, or it may be amine, or it may be a cyanide. These are substituent, those things present in the compound to be indicated in the primary prefix. That should be given first. Substituent name should be given first. Then in the secondary prefix indicates whether the carbon skeleton, what will be the carbon skeleton, whether it is open chain or cyclic, those things to be indicated in the secondary prefix. Then root word indicates number of carbon atom present in the parent compound. More number of carbon atom in the chain, that is to be taken as a parent compound. Then primary suffix that indicates parent compound is saturated or unsaturated, those things to be indicated. Saturated means the compound is carbon atoms are arranged in a single bond, those things to be indicated by A and E. Whether the compound is having double bond, that should be indicated by E and E. Here, in the trivial system, there may be one double bond or one triple bond present in the compound. Those compound can be named with the help of trivial system of nomenclature. But when there is more number of double bond or triple bond present in the carbon chain, it could not be applied. Those nomenclature could not be applied for naming the compound. Those things are eradicated in the IUPAC system. More number of double bond, the position of the double bonds are here mentioned. When there is two double bond present in the compound, that should be indicated as diene. When there is two triple bond present in the compound, that should be indicated as diwine. In that way, here primary suffix indicates the nature of the compound, whether it is saturated or unsaturated, those things to be indicated. Then secondary suffix indicates what are the functional group present in the compound, those things are given at the last. In that way, we are giving the name to the organic compound. That is the general rule adopted in framing the name of the organic compound. Then what is the procedure adopted in the IUPAC system of nomenclature for naming alkane, alkene, alkyne? Here, for naming alkane, alkene, alkyne, similar type of set of rules are adopted. Similar type of set of rules are adopted for giving the name to the alkane, alkene, alkyne. Here, one simple logic is adopted. Here, root word indicates number of carbon atom in the chain. Then suffix indicates whether the compound is saturated or unsaturated. Those things to be mentioned, you can get the name of alkane, alkene, alkyne. For all the three compounds, the same procedure will be adopted for naming by IUPAC nomenclature. Here, root word plus suffix. Alkane is a saturated hydrocarbon which contains single bond. Alkane. First lecture itself we have learned. Alkane is a saturated hydrocarbon in which carbon atoms are connected by single bond. It should be indicated in the name as A-N-E. Suffix E. In the suffix you add A-N-E, that indicates the compound is saturated. It is having only single bond. Alkene is an unsaturated hydrocarbon which contains at least one double bond. It should be indicated as a E-N-E in the suffix. When there is two double bond present in it, you should add diene. Diene. Di indicate two double bond. When there is three double bond present in the compound, you add the suffix triene. It is not possible in the trivial system of nomenclature. In the trivial system, it is this facility are provided or not provided in the trivial system of nomenclature. In alkyne, it's an unsaturated hydrocarbon which contains at least one triple bond. It should be indicated as wine. This wine indicates the compound is having triple bond. Here, ene indicates the compound is having double bond. Wine indicates the compound is having triple bond. A and E indicates compound is having single bond. That is the suffix indicates whether the compound is saturated or unsaturated. Those things will be given in the suffix. It is a simple logic. With the help of this set of logical rule, we can give IUPAC name to alkane, alkene, alkyne very easily. Then, for a homologous alkane, common naming procedure and IUPAC naming procedure are same. In the common naming procedure as well as IUPAC naming procedure are same. Here, one carbon is indicated as a root word meth. Then A-N-E indicates methane. Then eth indicates two carbon in the chain, ethane. It's similar in the previous first lecture itself we have learned those things. Prop indicates 3 carbon, they are connected by single bond, propane. Bute indicates 4 carbon, they are connected in a chain by single bond. And then A and E indicates they are connected by single bond. Pentane, there are 5 carbon, they are connected in a chain that are connected by single bond. The single bond is indicated by A and E. In a similar manner, we can write the IUPAC name for 10 carbon or more than 10 carbon can be explained with the help of this nomenclature. 10 carbon, all the 10 carbons are connected in a chain. Here they are connected by single bond, connected in a chain by single bond. We can tell the 10 carbon is given in the root word deck, then suffix A and E indicate they are connected by single bond. You should, while here the name of the compound, you can write the formula. For example, I will give an example, hexane. You split the compound name into 2 parts, root word and suffix. You split into 2. Hex, 6. There are 6 carbon. Then A and E, they are connected by single bond. Here, you should remember those things. Each carbon is tetravalent. Each carbon is tetravalent. Therefore, here already one valency of each carbon is satisfied by a single bond. Remaining 3 valency to be satisfied by hydrogen atom. Here 2 valency are satisfied. Here also 2 valency are satisfied. Both the terminals are having CH3 and remaining carbon is having CH2. In that way, you are going to write the structural formula for the alkane. Let us pass on to the next one. Here, alkene, common naming procedure and IUPAC procedure are not same. Here, root word plus ENE is added. In the common naming procedure, lean is added. Here, EN is added for IUPAC nomenclature. In the similar manner, you can give the IUPAC name. 2 carbon is indicated as eth, then double bond is indicated as E. Here 3 carbon prop, then double bond is indicated by E. 4 carbon is indicated as but, then this double bond is indicated as E. In that manner, we are going to write the IUPAC name for alkene. Similarly, IUPAC name is given, you can write the structural formula. I will take 1 or 2. Here, pentene. You split the name into 2 fragments. According to IUPAC nomenclature, name should be broken down into 5 fragments. First two fragment indicates primary suffix, secondary suffix. That indicates substituent and also whether the carbon atom is cyclic or open chain. Those things to be given in the first 2 fragments. Then main fragment is root word. That will talk about the number of carbon atom in the chain. Then last 2 fragments suffix, primary suffix, secondary suffix indicates whether primary suffix, whether the compound is having single bond or double bond or triple bond. Those things will be mentioned in the primary suffix. Then in the secondary suffix, functional group present the compound to be given. Here, remaining things are hidden. Here 2 fragments only. Here we are giving 2 fragments, root word, suffix. Here the primary suffix, there is no substituent. This compound is having no substituent, therefore we leave the primary suffix. But it is a open chain compound. It is understood that you need not mention those things in the secondary suffix. It is a open chain compound. It is not mentioned according to IUPAC system. If it is cyclic, those things to be mentioned. Open chain, you need not talk about this. You need not use the secondary prefix. Here no functional group, therefore we won't go to the secondary suffix. Here pentene, you break the molecule into 2, pent 5 carbon. Then there may be 1 double bond. Then you put the valency of each carbon, satisfy the valency of each carbon by hydrogen. Here already only 1 valency is satisfied. Remaining 3 valency should be satisfied by hydrogen. Here 2 valency are satisfied. Remaining 2 valency by hydrogen. Here also already this carbon is having 3 valency are satisfied. You put 1 hydrogen. Here 2 valency are satisfied. In that way, we are going to write the molecular formula. It is a very important in the basic concepts of organic chemistry. With the help of name, you can write the structural formula. You are able to write the structural formula. That is the very basic aspect. Without knowing this, we can't enter into the remaining part of the organic chemistry. That is the basic logic behind this. Let us enter into the next one. Alkyne. Here also, for the homologous alkyne, common naming procedure and IUPAC naming procedure are not same. Here also the same procedure is adopted, root word plus suffix. Here suffix YNE is added. YNE indicates triple bond. 2 carbon eth, YNE, ethine. This compound is having 1 triple bond. That is the meaning of the name. The name tell about what are the constituent in the molecule. What are the constituent in the molecule? There are 2 carbon atoms. It should be indicated in the root word. Then there may be one triple bond. That should be mentioned. Wine. If there is 2 triple bond present in the compound, it should be mentioned as di-wine. Di-wine. I will write one example for the 2 triple bond present in the compound. This compound could not be named with the help of trivial system of nomenclature, but with the help of IUPAC nomenclature, we can give the name to the compound. Here, 4 carbon will be there. Therefore, the 4 should be mentioned in the root word. 4 should be mentioned in the root word. Bute. Then it is an unsaturated compound. There will be double bond in the compound. Ene should be butene. But it is not an exact one. There are 2 double bond present in the compound. Therefore, it should be mentioned. Diene. And also, position of the double bond should be mentioned. Position of the double bond. That is the important thing. This kind of facility are not provided in the trivial system of nomenclature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the double bond lying in between first and second carbon and also 3 and 4 carbon. It should be given in the molecule. Bute 1, 3 diene, or it may be written as 1, 3 butadiene. It is a way of writing IUPAC name to the compound. This molecule could not be named by trivial system of nomenclature, by using trivial system of nomenclature. That nomenclature is applicable only for the 1 double bond present in the compound. Here I will give one more example. Here, butane. You are taking butane. For that butane, you are going to write the structural formula. You split the molecular name into 2, bute, 4 carbon. Then there may be 1 triple bond will be present in the compound. It may be, this triple bond may be present either in the right side or it may be written in the left side, in between first and 2. Then remaining valency to be satisfied by hydrogen. Here already 4 valency are satisfied. Here 3 valency are satisfied by triple bond and 1 valency is satisfied by single bond. But this carbon already 3 valency are satisfied with 1 hydrogen. It is a butane. In that way we are going to write the structural formula. Here the important thing is structural formula may be given, you are going to write the IUPAC name. In some other assignment, IUPAC name is given, you are going to write the structural formula. Third one possibility is IUPAC name will be given, you are going to write the common name. I will give one example, hexane. I will take the hexane. For this compound, you are going to write the common name for the compound. Common name, in the common name, you should recollect those things. In the first videos, we have taught this one. Here, basic, the parent compound is acetylene. From the acetylene, it is derived. It is acetylene. In the acetylene, here, what is substituted? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon alkyne. 4 carbon alkyne is butyl. The name of this compound is butyl acetylene. Butyl acetylene. It may be also in your exercise, it may be also given. Therefore, when you learn anything, you should apply those things and you arrive the answer for a particular questions. Then what are the groups to be considered as a substituent in the IUPAC system? In the IUPAC system, some of the groups are considered as a substituent, even though it is a functional group. They are said to be functional group of lower periodicity. Lower periodicity functional groups are considered as a substituent. Halide, cyanide, amine, NH2, then alkoxy group, isocyanide. These groups are considered as a substituent. Halide, cyanide, isocyanide, amine, alkoxy groups are considered as a substituent. They are said to be functional group of lower periodicity. Substituent name should be, the general rule is here those group names should be given in the primary prefix. Here the required fragment for this compound is primary prefix, then root word, then primary suffix. These are sufficient. Here these groups are not considered as a functional group. Therefore, secondary suffix is not needed for naming this compound. Let us pass on to the exercise. IUPAC is naming procedure for alkyl halide. Here, halide is, this X name should be given in the, X name is given in the primary prefix. X name is given in the primary prefix. Then alkyl name is given in the carbon chain, root word. Then it is a saturated, you should add A and B. I will take one example. Here it is considered as a functional group of lower periodicity. Therefore, the name should be given in the primary prefix as halo. The prefix name should be end with O. Bromo. Then carbon chain name eth. There may be single bond will be there, ethane, bromoethane. Here, halide is halo. Halo name should be given in the primary prefix. Here, chloro is a primary prefix. Then carbon chain name that is given in the root word 1, 2, 3, 4. Bute. Then A and E. There may be single bond lying between the carbon that should be indicated in the. Therefore, general rule for functional group of lower periodicity. The general rule for naming the compound which are having functional group of lower periodicity are named in that way. I will give one more example. Here, you take the name. It should be split into 3 fragments. One is fluoro, kept. Here, you keep this rule in your mind: primary prefix, root word, and primary suffix. That is enough for giving the name of organic compound which are having functional group of lower periodicity. Here, chloro. Here we are giving the name in the primary prefix, but in the structure of the compound, structural formula, it should be in the end of this, or it is given in the first position. Here, first you start with the carbon chain, kept. There may be 7 carbon, 6, 7. Then you put Cl. Cl should be start with the Cl. Then you fill the balance of carbon by hydrogen. Here CH3, CH, remaining carbon is having CH2. Satisfied by hydrogen. This compound, what will be the common name of this compound? While giving common name, the procedure is alkyl name plus halide name. That will be the common naming procedure. Alkyl name is Captyl. Sorry, Capsyl. I have committed mistake. Captyl means 7 carbon. 2, 4, 6. Captyl. Captyl means there will be 7 carbon. Captyl. Okay, in the captyl, one of the hydrogen is removed, then you add chloride, captyl chloride. That is the common name of this compound. Therefore, IUPAC name should be converted into common name by using this logical rule. Therefore, you should keep this rule in your mind. By applying this rule, you can convert one name into another name. Let us pass on to the next one. IUPAC name for naming cyanides, the same procedure will be there. Here, cyanide is a lower functional group of lower periodicity, therefore the name should be given in the prefix cyano, that is given as cyano. Cyano. Cyano, then root word, then A and E is added. In that manner, you are going to give the name to the cyanide compound. Let us pass on to the next one. Here, for isocyanide, here also isocyanide is considered as a substituent, therefore that name should be given in the prefix isocyano. Isocyano, then there are how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bute, then there may be a single bond lie in between carbon atom, that should be indicated as A and E. Isocyanobutane. This isocyanide, it is isocyanide. It is considered as a substituent and its name should be given in the prefix. For example, isocyanomethane. You break the structure into 3 fragments. Isocyanide. Here, meth, you start with the root word. Root meth, 1 carbon. It is connected with the isocyanide. 1 carbon, it is connected with the isocyanide. It is isocyanide. Here, already 1 valency of this carbon is satisfied. The remaining 3 valency should be satisfied by hydrogen. In that way, we are going to give the structural formula for the compound. Then for amine, the same procedure will be adopted. Here, for this compound. When you see the structural formula of the compound, first you analyze it belongs to which category. It is a substituent. Its name should be written as amino. The substituent name should be end with O. Then you come to the root word 1, 2, 3, prop. Then next you see how the carbon atoms are connected. There may be single bond. Aminopropane. That is the way of writing the name of this compound. I will write one more thing for this structure. First you see the functional group. It is amine. This functional group is having lower periodicity, therefore it may be considered as a substituent. Substituent name should be given. Amino. Then you come to the root word. How many carbon present in the compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hex. Then next you see that what kind of bond is present in between carbon. Here only single bond will be present. Therefore A and E is added. That is the way to write the IUPAC name for the compound. Then one more thing, how this name, IUPAC name, is converted into structural formula. Here, in the similar manner also, it is split into 3 fragments. Here, amino, dec, amino NH2, dec, 10 carbons are in a chain. One end is having CH3, another end is having CH2. That end is connected with the NH2. That CH2 end is connected with the NH2. The in between carbon, the single bond will be there. That is expressed in the A and E. That is the logical set of logical rule. By using this rule, we can write the structure of the compound. Then either here also, here alkoxy group is considered as a substituent. Alkoxy group, this is a OR. This OR is considered as a substituent. Here the same logical rule is, set of logical rule is applied. Prefix, root word, suffix is used. Here for first compound, one side methyl, another side methyl. Both the sides are having equal number of carbon atoms. Therefore, any one carbon may be connected with the oxygen. Any one carbon is connected with the oxygen. When you connect this carbon with the oxygen, that will become alkoxy. Here, methyl group combined with the oxygen, it will become ethoxy. Ethyl group combined with the oxygen, it will become ethoxy. Butyl group combined with the oxygen, butoxy. Here, methoxy. It is a parent compound. It is a substituent. It is a substituent. It is a parent compound. Here, parent compound is having one carbon. That is a root word, methane, methane, methoxymethane. Next, you come to this one. You come to the third one. Here also both the sides are in the second one, both the sides are having equal number of carbon atom. One side is having 2 carbon atom, other side is also, either side of oxygen is having equal number of carbon atom. Therefore, any one may be combined with the oxygen. It is combined with the oxygen, it will become ethoxy. Ethyl group combined with the oxygen, ethoxy. Here, ethoxy, ethane. In the third case, one side is having 3 carbon, other side is having 2 carbon. Here, less number of carbon present in the side is combined with the oxygen, you get ethoxy. Then more number of carbon in the side will be considered as a parent compound. That number of carbon is given in the root word. Here, it is ethoxy, 3 carbon prop. You add A and E, there may be single bond will be there, propane, ethoxypropane. When you come to this one, here, this side is having 5 carbon atom, then this side is having 2 carbon atom. The 2 carbon alkyl group is combined with the oxygen, combined with the oxygen, ethoxy, it is a parent compound, pentane, ethoxypentane. In that way, we are going to give the IUPAC name, and also in the similar manner, it can be also, the IUPAC name is also converted into common name. Here, while giving common name, these are considered as alkyl group. These are considered as alkyl group. One side is having methyl, another side is having butyl. Common name of this compound is butyl methyl ether. That is the common name of this compound. Therefore, you should recollect all those things. What is asked in the question. Based on this question, you recollect the rule given in the nomenclature. First, you know the rule given in the nomenclature. By knowing the knowledge, by having the knowledge, then you understand the set of principles used in the nomenclature. The understanding is very important. By using the knowledge and also by using the understanding, then you apply those things, what you give the name for the required thing. Then recapitulation, drawbacks of trivial system of nomenclature. While giving this lecture, I have discussed all those things. Here, in the trivial system of nomenclature is applicable only for the compound having, when the compound is having no functional group. Sorry, when the compound is having more number of functional group, and the compound is having no branches, when there is more number of double or triple bond present in the compound, that method, trivial system of nomenclature cannot be applied for the compound. Here, drawbacks, the name is given based on the source of the organic compound. That is the important thing. Absence of general rule. There is no general specified rule. It differs from country to country because of this trivial system of nomenclature is framed based on Latin and Greek. It could not be applied to the branch chain. Compounds having two or more double or triple bond, or both the bond is present in the compound, and the compound having two or more functional group, it could not be applied. Then IUPAC nomenclature, the name is given based on the set of logical rule. Here, the logical rule is primary prefix, secondary prefix, then root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix. With the help of these 5 fragments, we can frame the name to the organic compound. Here, whether the compound may have more number of double or triple bond, or whether the compound is having more number of functional group, or the compound is having branches. With the help of this set of rule, we can frame the name to the compound. Therefore, IUPAC nomenclature is superior than trivial system of nomenclature. Then IUPAC nomenclature rule, primary prefix, secondary prefix, root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix. That is the skeleton of IUPAC nomenclature. With this skeleton, we can frame the name to the organic compound. Then general rule used for naming hydrocarbon or root word suffix. General rule for naming organic compound having lower periodicity functional group, prefix, root word and suffix are used. Then assignment. What do you know about alkane, alkene and alkyne? It is a one basic question. Alkane is a saturated hydrocarbon, alkene is a unsaturated hydrocarbon, that compound is having double bond, alkyne is also an unsaturated hydrocarbon that is having triple bond. Then what are the drawbacks we have discussed in the recapitulation? What is the set of logical rule adopted in naming the organic compound by IUPAC system of nomenclature? The 5 fragments to be shown in the recapitulation. When you put the record thing in the particular fragment, then you combine those things, you can get the name of the compound. How many number of carbon atoms present? The first member of alkane is having, when the first member of alkane homologous is having 1 carbon, alkene homologous is having 2 carbon. Ethene is the first member in alkene. Then ethyne is the first member of alkyne, that is having 2 carbon atoms. Then in the ketone, there may be 3 carbon. First member is having 3 carbon. That is in the trivial system of nomenclature we have done 3 carbon dimethyl ketone or acetone. Acetone is the first member that is having 3 carbon. Then in the carboxylic acid homologous, first member of carboxylic acid homologous is having 1 carbon. Formic acid we have done. Then how would you write a EPAC name for the following compound? Ethylene. Here a common name is given, it will be converted into, you replace this lean. You replace this lean and substitute lean, you get the EPAC name. Here methyl acetylene. Acetylene is a parent compound in the trivial system of nomenclature. Here you count the acetylene. Acetylene is having 2 carbon atom. Here methyl group is substituted. Only drawing the structural formula of the compound, you can write the IUPAC name to the compound. Acetylene. Here acetylene is CH, triple bond CH. One hydrogen is replaced by methyl acetylene. Here 3 carbon will be there. Propyne. Propyne is the IUPAC name of this compound. Propyne. Then butyl bromide. It is a common name. Alkyl halide. Here it is a functional group of lower periodicity. Therefore, its name should be given the primary prefix. Bromobutane. And ethyl methyl ether. One side of oxygen is having ethyl group, another side of the oxygen is having methyl group. Ethylene is having 2 carbon atom, methyl is having 1 carbon atom. Therefore, ethyl should be taken as a parent compound. Then methyl is combined with oxygen, it will become methoxyethane. The common name of this, IUPAC name of this compound is. Only after writing the structural formula of the compound, you can write the IUPAC name very easily. Here, it should be combined. Lower number of carbon atom in the chain should be combined with oxygen, methoxy. Then methoxyethane. Name of this compound is methoxyethane. Then captyl amine, aminocaptane, octyl cyanide, cyanooctane, then pentyl isocyanide, isocyanopentane. These are IUPAC name of this compound. Let us pass on to the next one. What are the information obtained from the primary prefix and secondary prefix while naming the organic compound using IUPAC nomenclature? It's a very important one. Primary prefix talk about the substituent present in the organic compound or functional group of lower periodicity. The name of this functional group of lower periodicity should be mentioned in the primary prefix. Then in the secondary prefix, here the carbon skeleton structure should be given. Carbon skeleton, how the carbon atoms are arranged, those things to be given in the secondary prefix. Whether it is an open chain or cyclic, those things to be mentioned. What are the information obtained from the primary suffix and secondary suffix while naming the organic compound using IUPAC nomenclature? Here the primary suffix indicates whether the compound is saturated or unsaturated. Those things to be mentioned in the primary suffix. Here whether the compound is having single bond, ANE should be given. Whether the compound is having double bond, ENE should be given. Whether the compound is having triple bond, YNE should be given. Secondary suffix indicates what are the functional group present in the compound. Functional group of higher periodicity should be given in the secondary suffix. Then write the IUPAC name of the following compound. Here it's a halide. Halide is a, first you see the functional group in the compound, Cl. Cl is a functional group of lower periodicity. Therefore, its name should be given in the primary prefix. Chloro, then 3 carbon prop. The single bond will be the chloropropane. Then next one is also here both the alkyl groups are having same number of carbon atoms. Therefore, anyone should be combined with the oxygen, methoxymethane. Then here also NH2 is a functional group of lower periodicity. Amino, there may be 2 carbon ethane, aminoethane. And the next one is having cyano group. It is also a functional group of lower periodicity. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cyanooctane. Then isocyano, next compound is having substituents, isocyano. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isocyanohexane. In that way we are giving the name. Then write the common name as well as IUPAC name for the following compound. Here the structural formula will be given. For that compound you can write the IUPAC name as well as common name. Here there is a acetylene. Ethyl acetylene is a common name of this compound. When you go for IUPAC nomenclature, you count all the carbon atom. You count all the carbon atom. 4 carbon will be the but and butane. Here also you count the, here double bond will be there, you count the number of carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octylene, octylene is a common name of this compound. Then octene is the IUPAC name of this compound. In that way we are giving common name as well as IUPAC name to the compound. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexane, here common name as well as IUPAC name, same for this alkane. Then here 2 double bond will be there. Sorry, 2 triple bond will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here IUPAC name is pent 1,3 diene, 1,3 diene. But in the common nomenclature, we can't give the name to the compound because it may contain 2 triple bond. In the similar manner, we are going to give the name to this compound. Let us pass on to the next one. Write the structural formula and the IUPAC name. Here, propyl acetylene, it's a common name, acetylene. You write the structure of acetylene. Acetylene, then here propyl group will be there. CH3, CH2, then another one CH2. Propyl acetylene. It's a structure of this compound. When you, after writing the structure of the compound, you can give the IUPAC name here. Here 3 carbon will be there, here 2, 5 carbon will be there. Here 3 carbon, here 2 carbon, 5. Pentine is a IUPAC name of this compound. Heptane, IUPAC name is also same one. Then hexylene, lean will be there. Here hexene is the IUPAC name of this compound. 6 carbon, 1 double bond will be there. And propane, both are same. Common name as well as IUPAC name is same. Ethylene, here lean, double bond. Ethene is a IUPAC name of this compound. Butyl methyl acetylene. Here first you write the structure acetylene. One side is having butyl group, another side is having methyl group. Here 4 carbon will be there. Here 1 carbon. Here 2 carbon will be there. 7 carbon. Captine is the name of this compound. Before giving the name, you should number the carbon atom. Here double bond, triple bond is present in the second and third carbon. Cap2-ine is the IUPAC name of this compound. Then write the structural formula and common name of this compound. 2-butyne. Here double bond is in the second carbon. This kind of name should, for this kind of compound, common name should not be given. Hexine. Here it is a IUPAC name of this compound. Hex. Here acetylene is a parent compound. Here remaining 4 carbon, butyl acetylene is the IUPAC, sorry, common name of this compound. Octylene, and 1,3 diene. Here 2 double bond will be there. For that compound there is no common name. Then 2-bromopropane. Here there is no common name. Aminoheptane. For that compound we can't give the common name. Here propane. In that propane, bromine is here. This kind of compound cannot be named by using the trivial system of nomenclature. Then aminocaptane. Captylamine is the common name of this compound. Methoxymethane. Here dimethyl ether is the IUPAC name of this compound. Sorry, common name of this compound. Dimethyl ether. Then cyanobutane, butyl cyanide. Then isocyanomethane. Methyl isocyanide is the common name of this compound. In this way, we are going to give the common name. It can be arrived only by knowing the structure of the compound. you recollect all those things. With the help of this knowledge, you can write this kind of question. Thank you.